It's coffee time! I have been smelling so bad. I know, not the most attractive way to start off this video, but for real, I don't know if it's because of what Sam and I have been eating or what, but I've been smelling like real bad for the last few days. Although, I have been exercising more, so there's also that. But we've basically only been eating like broccoli, I had cauliflower last night, and then chicken and eggs, and that's like mostly it. So I don't know how that would like contribute to me smelling bad, but I've definitely been sweating more than usual. So I don't know what causes that. I don't know genetically how sweat works and what makes you sweat more or sweat smellier or any of that, but yeah, just as a heads up, everybody, I've been smelling worse today in the last couple of days. Oh man, I have been in a mood. All day today I have been in a mood. I don't know, I've just been in one of those, I don't want to call it like a doom and gloom mood. It's just been in one of those headspaces where I'm constantly thinking about things that need to get done or things that I'm frustrated with, and you know, for the most part, pretty much anybody could say, you know, Dad, you don't have it that bad. Like, your problems don't equal as much to other people's problems, which I totally agree with, but I like to think of it like cats. You know how, to a cat, we can look at a cat and say, God, your life is so easy, you have nothing to worry about. But to a cat, from a cat's perspective, they're like, I haven't been fed right on time and this is a disaster, right? And they get like really, specifically Sherlock, right? If it's even a few minutes past the normal time that he eats, he starts to spaz. He's like all up in my business, like, what's going on? What happened here? Why is my life not occurring the way that it's supposed to occur right now? I need to be eating because if I don't eat, I'm not gonna live, and I'm hungry, and blah, right? Sometimes I become Sherlock. And even with the smallest problems that should not even be on my radar as problems, I become that person who's just like, ah! So I had a Sherlock day. I had a day where I was Sherlock. I was the cat that was upset about food. And there were a few things that I'm worried about that are like kind of substantial problems, but like for the most part they were things where on another day, I would look at those problems and say, easy fixes, right? But today I was looking at a few problems at once and going, there's too much! Just, so, that was me today. That was me. And stinking, right? So, not only that, but also smelling real bad. So, it's like, imagine. But overall, I would say that the day was pretty productive, was pretty good. I made some phone calls that needed to happen. I did a ton of laundry. I only have 2 loads of laundry left to do, which is amazing. And the reason that I can do laundry all day and still have 2 loads of laundry left is because, well, I've been doing like 1 load of laundry at a time for the last long while. And, man, ran out of quarters for long enough that our hamper was overflowing and things were in corners. You know how some people are closet people and some people are, my whole bedroom is my closet people. Both Sam and I are kind of that person where when we go to bed it's just like clothes. Like, I don't want these clothes on anymore, I want these clothes on and in bed. Or I come home from work sometimes. I come home from work if I've been wearing, you know, nice clothing, but maybe it's not the sort of clothing that I want to be sitting at my desk all day for. You know, I get home from work and I go, I don't want these clothes anymore, I want these clothes on. And those clothes from earlier in the day are next to the bed or in the corner of the room. And I think to myself, I should put those away, but then part of my brain goes, but they're, like, they've been worn and everything else in there hasn't been worn, so maybe you shouldn't put them away. And I go, you're right, other brain, let's go with the lazy option, just leave them there, right? So then the entire bedroom becomes just a sea of clothing. That's what tends to happen. And to all of you who are legitimate closet people who are like, no, when clothes come off of my body, they are either in the hamper or they are in the closet. I am so proud of you because I am not that person and I wish I was. But yeah, did all of that, did Mirror Shades, and Mirror Shades was super fun. I'm starting to really, really love Breakdown. Like, when we first started, and I think that this is always true when you first create a character, but when you first start, there's some aspects of them that are, I don't know how to say this. Like, something that works in your head, a characterization that works in your head, when you are acting out that character, sometimes it doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite click, you know? And there are aspects of Breakdown that I had decided on that haven't quite clicked, and now a aspect of that decision or a skew on that decision is clicking better, and the character's starting to become more and more fleshed out. And I feel like that's happening with pretty much all of our characters. And it just makes Mirror Shades more and more fun, right? Because we're all able to interact with each other pretty naturally at a certain point, because you know, the longer that you're that character, you know exactly how that character would react. And that's always a nice feeling when you're like, what would Breakdown do? I'm not sure, like, what would I do in this situation? And then I like that feeling once you start to just know, like, you can just act on it, you can just be that person. It's so rewarding in a way when you've worked really, really hard on a character, so. Yes. So overall, like, good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Just minor frustrations that built up into a Sherlock day. And, you know, tomorrow I'm sure will be better. Tomorrow we've got Friend Zone, which we haven't had Friend Zone in a couple of weeks, so I'm really excited about that. Especially, look, the sketches for this week are A+. Just fantastic. So that's also good. But, yeah. I'm so sad that I didn't get to go to Ron's thing yesterday. Apparently it was awesome. I had texted him when I was stuck in traffic. I was like, it's over already, isn't it? I couldn't be there, I'm sorry. And he was like, it's fine. It was amazing. I had a great time, so don't worry about it. I was like, okay. But yeah, Ron's leaving Maker. I still don't know what he's doing after this, like, what his plan is, but I know that he's been saying that he really, really loves, he's realized he really loves making music for other people. Like just being a musician and being a lyricist and coming up with those things for another person is really rewarding for him. So I hope he gets to do stuff with music, and I hope that that's what he's leaving for and leaving to do, because that would be rad. That would be just what I have been hoping that Ron would do. Oh, also, I'm going to be working on a thing with Warp Zone. That's super exciting. I'm not going to tell you anything beyond that. Well, what I will tell you is it has to do with music, and that's why I thought of it. So other than that, I'm not going to tell you anything. So I guess today was a good day. Today was a good day. So, just need to accept it as the good day that it was, and then tomorrow have another good day. Right? Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know how sometimes on your desk, well, maybe not for all of you. On my desktop, I always like for, if there are going to be columns of icons, I like for the columns to go up by 1 or by 2. So like this side of this monitor is all games. So I like to know that if it's games all the way down, then the next column, I want it to be games all the way down, but not the last icon. Last icon is left empty. And then the third one in would be, you know, like up to the last 2 icons. And just have it go up like this, or all the way down to the bottom, and then all the way down except the last 2, all the way down except the last 4. Like that sort of thing, depending on how many icons you have to work with. But every now and then it gets a little messy, and I'm like, I wanna mess with this. I wanna fix this. I want to make it better. But yeah, I'm gonna go do the rest of my laundry, and I hope you guys have had a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah.